I'm not even gonna make this beautiful. You know what I like? You know why I like Uncle Tim's videos? Because he talks and I like to respond. So I'm responding. I'm not talking shit though. Please, if you came here thinking it's talking shit, no. So I just watched the video and I'm like putting up my Transformers and stuff. I was like redecorating. I already shot a video today making parodies of people. But he said, pre-orders is not that easy. My question is, I think it's Dragon Man. He's $80. Whatever this Dragon Man is, fuck that shit. I think it's Masters of the Universe. I don't fucking know. But my whole thing is, that's anecdotal. You pick and choose what's important. I've been saying this. Like, if Uncle Tim was watching this right now, I would say this. I get where you're coming from. However, when you pre-order these things, okay, I'm going to go in order. You said you don't know when this stuff is going to drop. Like, you must not be following the community at all to not know this shit. Like, because I accidentally see and hear this stuff. And it's not even when I'm at work. I like to listen to it, YouTube and stuff when I'm driving. Like, I know that tomorrow or a couple of days there is going to be a NECA thing. Dude, I'm not even trying to follow that because I'm kind of like tapped out. Like, I don't care. I'm not excited about NECA right now. So whatever they got dropping, I really don't care. But I know that it's happening. So how the hell don't you know that this stuff, you're not following the community then? You need to get off just Facebook face pages. I've said in another video, if you are not following, but I like every type, and it seems like he does as well. So if you're not following Toy Shiz, Mega J Retro, what is it? The Ninja, Articulated Ninja, 3POA, like all these different channels. Like, you should be plugged into at least 10 different YouTube channels, because I am. And they putting the word out. It's kind of like, oh, have you heard? The bird's the word. So I don't know how you don't know this shit's gonna drop. Then you say, it's not that easy. Out of 10 figures that you want, name them, and I will call bullshit. There might be 2 out of 10 figures that you wanted to get in the past year. I'm going to say year, because there's anecdotal shit like Once a Man, but for every Once a Man, there's 20 G.I. Joes that you can get. Now, if not being able to get one fucking Joe's pissed in your Cheerios and you don't want the rest of them, then that's another problem. But, like, you're saying, I'm not understanding. You're just saying stuff with no content. It's like, I can't pre-order shit. What does that mean to anybody? Like, to all of us who are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, there's nothing you can't pre-order. And then you say, by the time you pre-order, it all stacks up at full MSRP. Half that shit don't come out for another year. 1 minute we complaining that the shit's not dropping soon enough. Then it's all gonna cost money. I've not pre-ordered one G.I. Joe in a minute, like, just because I'm like, there's none that I'm worried that I'm gonna miss out on. They've yet to drop anything because I know they're all gonna hit the shelves. The only thing I pre-ordered was Cobra Commander. So yes, even the Iron Grenadier, if I miss out on them, fuck them. Because I don't want to open my Coco Commander from his tank. I don't want to sell it, but it's special. It's a special circumstance. But anyway, that was able to be pre-ordered. You could have pre-ordered that anywhere for like a month, especially if not Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. But when you pre-order it, other than 2 of those places, Entertainment Earth, it's Entertainment Earth and in GameStop. Those are the only 2 places that charge you up front. Everything else you can pre-order and not pay right now. Now, at this point, it calls self-discipline. Yes, there's a lot of shit. Shit's not going to stop coming out because you can't afford to keep up. None of us can afford to keep up. You just choose your fucking lane and stick with it. It's like, okay, out of 20 figures, I'm going to pre-order 4. And the rest, hopefully I'll get when it releases. And if not, fuck it. These were the 4 main things. You can't ask for a car that's fast, good on gas, cheap, lasts forever, easy to build. God damn it, you have to choose something. It's not gonna be one size fits all. Like, you are wearing yourself into an early grave. And I'm not mad. So if a rebuttal would be, why are you worried about me? I'm worried because you keep making videos. That causes for concern at this point. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Now, Dragon Man, whoever the fuck that is, he can eat a dick. I'm not paying no $80 for no goddamn Motu figure, but that's me. There are plenty of people who will. You know why? Because it's important to them. It's not my concern to worry about. Now, if you ever, I don't even believe you ever even fucking had a Dragon Man. I think it's just the hype and you want it, but that's too much money. And I agree that's too much money, so you didn't get it. I call bullshit. The Dragon Man, I've been kind of following the most. That's a deep cut character, then. That ain't no goddamn highlight, you know what I'm saying? So if you haven't even got the basic figures from places like Big Bad Toy Store or Target.com, like they're everywhere online right now. There's nothing you can't find unless it's been out for over a couple of months. Like when the shit's done pre-ordering, like Master Splinter from the Motu, like after it launched. Like there was no, and I get it, there's anecdotal shit, like onesie twosies. But for like each wave of the Motu Turtle crossover, you're able to get 9 out of 10 of them. Guaranteed. Like you weren't trying. You just were not fucking trying. You was like, fuck it, I'll wait till it comes out. And that was a risk you were willing to take. Kind of like with a Warbird. You were able to pre-order her when she first dropped. It ain't like she was on lock, but then after like 2 days, she like locked up. Now, if you go somewhere like Entertainment Earth, you might have to pay up front, but that's good. So everything's not hitting you at once. So there's that. And it's like, I ain't got time for it. First it was, you're not able to, I'm not spending my money on that. Well, which is it? It's like, most respect on you spending your money on what you want to spend your money on, but don't say the shit's not there. It's a complaining channel, but every time you say ranting reviews, nigga, that ain't no rant or review. That's just talking shit. And I'm cool with it because it gives me shit to talk about in rebuttal and be like, bullshit. So like, yeah, I agree. Dragon Man for $80, if that's what it was, fuck that nonsense. But the majority of these collections are not that damn hard to come by. Like, I really think of what it is, and somebody tell me if I'm right or wrong. I think if there's 10 key characters, if there's 10 characters in a line, let's say like G.I. Joe, and you couldn't get Once a Man Cobra Commander. Fuck the rest of it. Because people say, oh, I sold my whole collection. I'm not selling my shit. What was that, to flip off Hasbro? They already got your money, dumbass. They don't give a fuck if you sold your collection. You sure did show them. Like, no, like, I mean, I just couldn't get it. Fuck it. Like, there's a couple of figures I just couldn't get. One figure, okay, this is a slap in the face. I bought this off of, what was it? Like AliExpress or some shit. It was AliExpress. It was him. No, it wasn't him. I got him just fine. It was the video game edition. The video game Optimus Prime. He's packed up right now. But 2 months later, they re-released his ass. I did pay a $10 premium. Now, I didn't pay no crazy ass price, but I was like, fuck. And you know what's crazy about that one? I had it on pre-order on Amazon. But I was like, nah, that'll show up in the store or when it releases. I was like, damn. And it was like that one figure. The rest of them, so it's just kind of like that. Instances like that was like, okay, if it's a figure I most doubtly don't want to miss out on, I'm fucking pre-ordering it. Like, if I don't pre-order and I don't get it, like Iron Grenadier Soldiers and like the Bat and all that, I don't give a fuck. I got too many Joes as it is. But if it like I've yet to get my Beachhead from the retro. I plan on getting that. I'll just get them as I see them. And if I miss out, it's okay. I'm willing to take that risk, but I'm not going to get on here. If I get on here, I'm going to say, everybody, if it's something you want, get it now. Don't wait. That's how this is going. The shit's not going to go back. It's not going back to the way it was. Get that out your fucking head. It's not. It is not going to go back to the way it was. It's not. If you think us talking shit about the windowless packages would change shit, no, it was motherfuckers stealing shit, swapping shit, and breaking shit. That's why they went back to the plastic. It didn't have shit to do with us bitching about it. So once it starts hurting their pockets, they gonna say some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna change. I brought that up because, well, that changed back. No. I honestly believe, and I'm willing to bet money, that it won't go back to whatever the golden era was. It won't. It fucking won't. This is how it is. Pretty soon, you probably ain't even gonna be able to go into a store and buy shit. Toys R Us is gone. Walmart don't want to carry shit. Target don't want to carry shit. Like, I understand this. You got a better chance of going into GameStop now and finding shit, because when I go in there, I always find jewels. Like, damn, because people still sleeping on GameStop as of now. At least it seems like that, which I feel like that's the place to shop, especially. But then if I say get the membership, what's going on? Why would I get a membership? Because it pays itself back. Hey, man, I'm a firm believer in working the solution, not the problem. But I was listening to the video while I was putting shit up, and I was like, what the fuck is this man talking about? Like, so what we're saying is bullshit. You don't have to. We all work, goddammit. Ain't nobody just sitting at home with their thumb up their motherfucking ass. 90% of us are working 6 hours. People who are like editing their YouTube channels and shit, they're getting shit for free, as we say. That takes a lot of work. We just in front of a camera talking shit. Nobody is just sitting on their ass. They're the ones bringing us the news. Okay, if it wasn't for a lot of toy tubers, how would you find out about shit? That's why I follow them, and I'm like, yo, like, subscribe, fuck yeah, share this shit, because I'm not gonna do it. There's shit I might not know about, and that's why I was like, the number one plug, I'm not trying to shit on nobody else, but the number one plug is Toy Shiz. Toy Shiz and fuck, what's his name? God, he's got the little mohawk. He loves his Ninja Turtles. Can't think of his name right now, but like, Toy Shiz most fucking definitely, dude. If you not, yes, Uncle Tim, this is directly to you. If you are not following Toy Shiz, you can't bitch about not knowing shit. Like, he puts it out there. He puts it out there. It don't need to come across the feed. It just puts it out there. So if you too busy to ever watch YouTube, if you too busy to ever subscribe to these people, then you just doing yourself a disjustice. And I mean, at this point, I can't help you. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. These people have a job for a reason. It's their career. I would imagine it's 90% of their income, but maybe not. But he sure do be on top of shit. When something drops, he got the pre-orders on lock. Anytime I feel like I missed out, even if I was the bitch, I just bought in instead of selling out. It's like, I'll be like, how is Toy Shiz finding these links on Amazon? I should be able to go to Amazon, type in the exact name of the fucking merchandise and Target. The shit does not show up. I'm like, how is this nigga is he got a plug with Target? Hey, fuck it. If he got the plug and he ain't keeping it to himself. Imagine if he kept it to himself and just like he was a flipper. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it. I'm like, hey, if I can't type it, fuck it. He's like you. So I know he getting bank from when you like, and I'm not mad at him. Like, fuck it. When I open up his tab, his link, it goes to my Amazon, but he get credit. Yo, he did the work I didn't want to do or I couldn't do, so fuck it. That's how you win in this game, and I'm new to the game, but I mean, if not, oh well, man. I don't know. Keep chasing down Dragon Man, whoever the fuck that is. I don't know. I know there's a Motu people that are going to talk shit, but I like Motu, but that's a deep, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know, man. If that's something you really wanted, I would have dropped that $80. Don't buy bullshit at Ross. That's what I'd be saying. Fuck having 5 pieces of shit for one good quality thing that I actually want. Sometimes more is not the best. I don't want 5 shitty Transformers for the price of one very good one. Because I got to tell you now, in my entire collection, to include Masterpiece, to this day, my 2 favorite, because I had to say 2, is my Jetfire and most definitely my motherfucking Ultra Magnus. I would sell every other Transformer, and I got a shit ton of them, before I sold Ultra Magnus. Studio Series Ultra Magnus. That is just too goddamn sharp. It's too good. And people were able to pre-order him and shit. We didn't know he was going to be on such shortage. I don't know why they do shit like this. But the question is, do you want to risk it? I'd rather have that Ultra Magnus than 5 piece of shit Transformers I found at Ross. Because they not that cheap at Ross. They're going to be at least $15. They're going to be at least $15. So I'm just saying, like, I think this is Chromie. I don't even know who this is. I just like the color. But I would definitely not want 5 variants of this versus Ultra Magnus. So fuck having like every little bullshit Masters of the Universe, or get Dragon Man knowing that that's a temporary, this is not going to last long, and get the rest of them. Like when it came to the Stunticons, I didn't bat an eye. Oh, they're on pre-order? Okay. I even went back and got the damn race car. I don't even know their names. Dead End, I don't know his fucking name. Drag Strip. See, y'all ain't got to tell me. I know it. But I even went back and got him because I was like, okay, they're going to do the combiner. I don't even like the way Minosaur looks. He looks stupid as fuck. The cars are on the back of his legs. That's the dumbest fucking design I've ever seen. But I wanted it. It wasn't hard to get at the time. You know what I'm saying? So we complained about pre-order and Swoop. He's everywhere now. Haven't heard you mention that at all. Let's talk about the good shit. So my advice, if you're watching this video, like I've always said, especially if you're new to collecting, if you knew, have a plan. But my thing is, know exactly out of all, like say you were collecting all 6 Power Rangers, the original Rangers, that includes the green, so 7, green and white. who are the most important Rangers and who do you think is going to sell out? Because funny enough, Billy was one of the ones that was hard to get. But I mean, I paid that $30 premium. I wanted all of the fucking Power Rangers before Lightning Collection, and I got them. I heard them bitching about Super 7. Like, you can't pose them. And I was like, meanwhile, this nigga, every figure on his shelf is standing at like an A position. Maybe going like this. Nobody's posed or doing nothing like that. So I'm like, why does it even matter to you? There's something for everybody. There was plenty of Lightning collections. And yes, they were even at Ross. Yes, I saw several. I even made a quick video that I just never posted of like the Space Rangers. Every single Ranger right now was at, what is it called? Big Lots. And I know they're going to say, well, I'm not at Big Lots. I mean, that's not the point. The whole point is they're out there. You might have to do more than just go to your local Target. But to me, that's a hunt now, hunting online. I'm not, it's digital hunt in the digital age. It's like dating. People swipe right and swipe left. There's no, I remember when it used to be a little black book, a fucking house phone that didn't have, even before Ameritech had caller ID. Ameritech where I live, maybe Indiana Bell. I don't know. I was in the Midwest. But the point is, I remember having to walk up to a girl, ask her for her number, wait until you got home. You never knew if you missed calls and shit like that. Call waiting while you on the phone and your mother or your father is expecting a phone call. Times is now left and right. You can sit there scratching your ass with a soda pop left or right, and you can lie about who you are, how you look. That's just the digital age. Like, it's just what it is. Otherwise, go back and collect vintage. That I say you got a better chance at getting. But, I mean, hey, I don't know what the fuck else to tell you. Make another video so I can respond because, like, so I can agree or respond. But I'm just like, when people keep saying there's nothing, I'm like, okay, give me an example. It's like if a woman say men ain't shit. Well, what do you mean? Men ain't shit or the men that you give the time to ain't shit? There's a difference. Because a good guy probably came up to you and he was like, nah, you corny. Michael B. Jordan already said that to the news reporter chick. So I'm just saying, don't just spout, without context, there's nothing to pre-order. Because I want to know, name 10 things you tried to pre-order in the last 12 months. I'm going to give you a whole year and watch me call bullshit on 8 of them. Because everything, because I kind of collect everything that everybody else collects. And he definitely don't like buy into shit like SH Figure Arts and stuff like that. It's like the same like shit. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get it. But please make another video so I can make another video. So this was my rant rebuttal of bullshit. I think I'm going to title this Bullshit. Anyway, hoo-yah.